What if I told you that the secret to unstoppable habits, peak fitness, and ultimate self-discipline isn't about willpower, but a centuries-old Japanese principle? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to apply Shitsuke to transform your life. Most people think discipline is about punishment, but the Japanese secret of Shitsuke proves it's actually about building habits your brain loves to follow. Applying Shitsuke to modern life. 1. In traditional Japanese culture is often misunderstood as mere punishment or strict discipline. In reality, it is about habit formation, consistency, and self-regulation. The essence of Shitsuke lies in guiding individuals, especially children, from early on to internalize behaviors. Creating self-governance rather than externally enforced rules, Shitsuke emphasizes repetition and consistency, performing actions repeatedly until they become natural habits. Mindfulness and attention. Every action is deliberate. From tidying a workspace to practicing a skill, intrinsic motivation, discipline is not imposed externally. It grows from understanding and valuing the action itself. This philosophy is critical in both personal development and professional growth. For instance, in fitness, the act of maintaining a workout routine is not just physical effort. It is a demonstration of mental consistency, patience, and self-discipline. To Shitsuke, in body-mind awareness at its core. Shitsuke is about awareness. When applied to the body, it encourages posture, breathing, and movement precision. Japanese martial arts, calligraphy, and tea ceremonies all embody Shitsuke principles. Martial arts. Each motion, strike, or stance is practiced with perfection. The body learns through repetition. While the mind remains calm and focused, calligraphy shodo. The art form requires precision, control, and mindfulness in every brushstroke, a perfect illustration of habit-focused discipline. Tea ceremony Sido. Ritualized movements cultivate presence and respect for each action. Turning simple routines into refined habits, this idea translates to fitness and health. Shitsuke teaches intentional training, where each exercise is performed with focus rather than rote motion. Reinforcing body-mind synchronization. 3. Shitsuke as the foundation of habit-building. Shitsuke. This methodology is strikingly similar to modern behavioral psychology and habit formation techniques. Q gives routine, gives reward. Shitsuke emphasizes repetition routine, and the joy of mastery reward is a natural motivator. Micro-habits, starting with small, manageable actions ensures long-term adherence, consistency over intensity. Better to train a little every day than to overexert sporadically. For example, if your goal is to build a reading habit, Shitsuke encourages reading daily. For even 5 to 10 minutes, instead of sporadic long sessions, the habit is reinforced through repetition. It's eventually becoming a part of your identity. For Shitsuke in self-mastery, personal excellence of self-mastery is about aligning actions with long-term goals. Shitsuke teaches accountability to self. External punishment is unnecessary. Your habits shape your outcomes. Resilience and patience. Discipline is a journey, not a single act. Reflection and adjustment. Observing your progress and correcting course is integral to mastery. A successful business person, for example, uses Shitsuke to manage time, finances, and personal development. By adhering to structured routines and consciously developing productive habits, success becomes a product of small, consistent actions rather than sudden bursts of effort. 5. Practical applications of Shitsuke. Fitness. Create a structured workout schedule. Focus on perfect form and consistency, not intensity alone. Shitsuke transforms physical training into mindful practice. Professional life. Maintain daily rituals, planning the day, reviewing goals, reflecting on performance. This builds focus and efficiency. Personal growth. Integrate micro-habits like journaling, meditation, or skill practice. These small, repeated actions compound into excellence over time. Home and lifestyle. Shitsuke encourages tidiness, punctuality, and respect for routines. fostering an environment conducive to productivity and well-being. 6. Cultural roots in modern interpretation. Historically, Shitsuke was taught through family, school, and community norms. Children learned respect, responsibility, and self-discipline through modeled behavior and structured routines. Today, we can adapt these principles without the cultural rigidity. Modern adaptation incorporates Shitsuke principles into daily routines. Goal setting, personal discipline. Mindful technology use. Replace reactive scrolling with intentional learning or creation. Continuous improvement. Kasan. Shitsuke complements Kasan, encouraging incremental but consistent personal growth. 7. Shitsuke in business and leadership for leaders and entrepreneurs. Shitsuke emphasizes consistency in vision and action. Business strategies succeed when small, disciplined steps are consistently followed. Team culture. Modeling habits for employees instills discipline without authoritarian enforcement. Long-term thinking. Shitsuke nurtures patience, critical for sustainable growth. For instance, a business leader practicing Shitsuke may schedule focused blocks for strategic thinking every day, rather than reacting to urgent tasks alone, thereby aligning daily behavior with long-term goals. 8. Transforming Shitsuke into a daily system to apply Shitsuke. Consider these steps. Identify core habits. Focus on 2 to 3 high-impact actions. For example, exercise, reading, planning, closing parenthesis. Micro steps. Break habits into achievable daily actions. Mindful repetition. Perform actions deliberately. Noticing progress and improvements, reflect and refine. Weekly review ensures habits align with goals. Celebrate consistency. Rewarding consistency reinforces internal motivation. Through this approach, Shitsuke becomes not only a cultural practice, but a practical system for excellence in every aspect of life. Advanced Shitsuke mastery. Peak performance and elite routines. 1. Shitsuke has a framework for elite performance, while Part 2 covered general habit formation and self-mastery. Part 3 explores advanced applications of Shitsuke for those seeking elite performance in fitness, business, and personal life. Shitsuke transforms discipline into a lifestyle, where habits are no longer tasks, but integral parts of identity. Elite performers in any field, athletes, CEOs, artists demonstrate the principles of Shitsuke without consciously naming them. Repetition, focus, and intrinsic accountability. Key elements for elite performance. Deliberate practice. Each action is intentional. Focusing on weaknesses while reinforcing strengths. Ritualized consistency. Routines become anchors that stabilize performance under pressure. Micro-optimization. Attention to small details yields exponential results over time. 2. Habit. Stacking and layering. One of the most powerful applications of Shitsuke is habit stacking. Layering small, intentional habits to create compound growth. For example, morning routine. Wake up gives hydrate, gives meditation, gives journaling, gives workout, gives cold shower. Each action triggers the next, reinforcing discipline and setting the tone for the day. Shitsuke tip. Start with one key habit. Master it and gradually layer additional habits. This avoids overwhelm and ensures consistent execution. 3. Shitsuke. Physical fitness. Fitness is one of the most tangible ways to observe Shitsuke in action. Elite athletes embody Shitsuke through precision over volume, performing exercises correctly with focus, not just high reps. Progressive challenge. Gradually increasing intensity without sacrificing form or consistency. Mindful recovery, prioritizing rest, nutrition, and mental wellness as part of the routine. Example, a sprinter might practice, starts every day, perfecting foot placement and posture. Even a 1% improvement daily compounds into massive long-term gains. Shitsuke fitness. Journaling. Track performance metrics daily. Reflect on failures or inefficiencies. Adjust routines based on observation, not guesswork. 4. Mental discipline and cognitive Shitsuke is not only about physical habits, it is a mindset architecture. Elite performers train their minds alongside their bodies. Visualization, daily mental rehearsal of goals and actions, emotional regulation, observing emotional reactions without judgment, focus training, limiting distractions and practicing deep work. This combination ensures the mind supports every action, creating resilient decision-making under stress. 5. Shitsuke for business and professional mastery. Advanced Shitsuke principles can reshape a professional's workflow. Time-blocking rituals. Allocate fixed blocks for strategic, operational, and creative work. Weekly reflection sessions. Assess goals, productivity, and learnings. Continuous skill improvement. Dedicate time for learning new skills in small, repeatable increments. A Shitsuke-driven business person creates a culture of self-accountability, leading teams by example rather than authority. 6. Applying Shitsuke to extreme habit mastery to achieve habit mastery. Anchor habits to identity. I am the type of person who never skips training. Rather than I will train today. Use micro habits. Tiny actions repeated consistently lead to large-scale transformation. Automate triggers, environmental cues, alarms, or rituals reduce reliance on willpower. Track feedback obsessively. Progress measurement transforms. Abstract goals into tangible improvements. Iterate constantly. Habits are refined through trial, error, and observation. By internalizing Shitsuke, individuals naturally cultivate self-discipline, resilience, and personal excellence. 7. Case studies of Shitsuke in action. Elite athlete. A judo practitioner begins every training session with a 15-minute focused meditation, emphasizing posture, balance, and breath. After years, this ritual becomes automatic, producing superior performance under pressure. Business leader, a CEO dedicates 30 minutes daily to reviewing financial metrics and another 32 strategic innovation, consistently improving decision-making quality. Everyday life, a student applies Shitsuke to study habits, starting with 10 minutes of focused learning daily, gradually expanding to hours without burnout. Common theme, consistency and internalized discipline, not intensity or external pressure, drives excellence. 8. The intersection of Shitsuke and Kaizen. Shitsuke aligns naturally with Kaizen continuous improvement. Small, intentional actions performed daily lead to incremental mastery. Reflection allows continuous refinement. Discipline becomes habitual, not forced. In modern life, Kaizen plus Shitsuke creates a systematic approach to success, whether in fitness, business, or personal growth. 9. Shitsuke for stress management and mental resilience. Advanced Shitsuke practices foster resilience. Structured routines reduce decision fatigue. Mindful repetition creates calmness under pressure. Ritualized reflection allows processing of emotions and setbacks. Example, executives practicing a Shitsuke-inspired evening routine of journaling and meditation. Report improved focus and lower stress, even during high-pressure periods. 10. Designing your Shitsuke system to internalize Shitsuke. Create a personalized framework. Define core values. Identify guiding principles for habits and discipline. Select keystone habits. Focus on 3 to 5 habits that impact multiple areas of life. Create rituals and triggers. Ritualize actions to minimize reliance on motivation. Reflect and refine daily. Track performance, adjust habits, and celebrate small wins. Expand gradually. Add more complex habits once the core system is stable. This systematic approach ensures long-term adherence and exponential personal growth.